Tim Daly, a last chance for us to have a little chat before the trip goes back to Canada and your 2 seasons here in Rungstead as part of a historic event for us is over. First of all, congratulations on another gold medal. Big part of it, of course, and part of the anchor in the back end for Rungstead. You've had a couple of days to soak it in, along with some beer and a little bit of other things. How do you feel, Tim, sitting back looking at it now? How do you feel?
Like you said, just still soaking it in right now. It feels great, a lot of memories of 2 years ago when we did it again. It's just you never know when you're gonna win a championship. It could be the last time, so you really have to soak it in and enjoy it and really spend this time with your teammates. We work so hard together all year, and it's just it's a really special time for us.
Well, all the fans and ourselves included were ripping at the chance to see you guys back here in Rungstead. I think we're all pretty happy about the only thing that's made us happy about COVID is the fact that we got you guys back here again, or are pretty sure it's been a big part of it at least. What were your thoughts when you started these contract negotiations with Rungstead? Your thoughts on coming back here so quickly after your first goal season?
There's just so many good memories here, and it's just a great place to play. Everything's really great about it. It's not like a hard decision to make. And I think it all started when all the COVID stuff was happening, and wasn't really sure what was going to happen for the next year. And I started talking to Charlie, and we're like, well, why don't we just go back? I think it's going to be a great situation for both of us, and things kind of worked out, and it's as you can see, it's been great.
Tim, your first season here, you were on the first All-Star team, and you really made a good name for yourself. The year after, you went to Italy, and quite like Charlie, if you look at your stats anyway, it looks like you had an off-season, but when we followed you through the season, it kind of looks like what may have been an off-season offensively maybe has given you something defensively, and giving you something there. Is that a right thing to say? Yeah,
definitely you could say that. I think going to Bolzano, we had a pretty stacked team, and we were really solid in the back end and had some really good players offensively as well. So I think I got put in more to a defensive role, and I think I'm fine in that role as well. And I just I got comfortable with it, and that was just kind of my season there. But here I think I really relish in that offensive role. So when I'm here, I really take advantage of that.
Another thing a lot of people have noticed is the fact that it seems like it was a little bit of a tougher Tim Daly that came back here in the second edition. Is that right as well?
I don't know about tougher. Maybe the beard was a little longer in playoffs, so that would have fooled a few people. But other than that, I don't know.
The last thing I want to ask you about, again, if you've all talked, when we talk to you guys, you all talk about the team and the way the team's kind of gelled together, the people you've been with to make all this happen. If you had to kind of find one thing that you don't think anything knows about the team or someone on the team, what would that be?
From an outside perspective, it's hard to know what goes on in a locker room, and I think just the leadership core we have here and the older guys and the veterans, starting with Marcus especially, I think when you have a captain who's, so dialed in every day and just so committed, it's so easy for, the younger guys and everyone else to follow around, and like Joachim and Rosie and Hardy and like just, all the guys, it's hard to leave out a few names, but just that core especially, you can kind of compare it to like a Boston Bruins with like a Bergeron Chara, that's just what wins you championships. So, when you have that, it's just great.
I know I said the final thing, but of course we also have to touch upon what's next for you. I know you maybe don't know right now what's going to happen, but what are you looking for to happen for you next?
Yeah, I honestly have no idea right now. I think, I didn't want to talk about that with my agent, until things were kind of finished with the season here. So now's the time I can kind of relax, go home, and then just go from there. And if I do end up coming back, things are great. So it's, like I said, this isn't a bad spot to be, but we'll see.
But do you have something specifically when you kind of have to start thinking new ways? Do you have something specific you look after? I mean, you win 2 gold medals here. You've tried that, and that's what you always play for. But last year you went to a club where you kind of got to work on your defensive game. Do you have something you look for, or is it just whatever the agent can find you guys, and nothing wrong with it? But is it now time for Tim to think money and get the best deal he can get while he still has the chance to do that?
I mean, I think there's so many factors that go into it, you know, and you know, at the end of the day, you hope you know, you provided a product in the ice that can get you a good job, and you know, your agent can help provide for that too. And but yeah, there's so many factors. It's hard to just pinpoint a few.
Super. Well, I want to, on Neza and my behalf, say thanks a lot for 2 fantastic seasons. I wish you all the best, and thank you for always being willing to be approachable when we need a comment, both when you lose and win, and when you're in a bad mood and a good mood. Not that you're in a bad mood very often, but nonetheless. But thanks a lot, and then all the best in the future too.
Yeah, thanks guys.